And a good Sunday morning to you, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights, Velco Weather Hazards Forecaster. This weather video, driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin City Subaru, 802 Honda, all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. On this Sunday morning, we have this area of low pressure that's going to be pushing through, departing the Great Lakes, and meanwhile, back in the lower latitudes, we have a disturbance here that's bringing a lot of snow. A blue norther has worked into portions of Texas. This is going to spin up an area of low pressure, which will then track towards southern New England and track a little bit off the coast. The track is close enough that it will overspread. It looks like a fairly moderate to potentially heavy, significant snowfall that'll take place. It looks like during the day, especially overnight on late Monday night into the early morning hours on Tuesday. That'll continue through about probably around midday or early afternoon before it begins to exit out of the region. The southern four counties will see a warm layer of air that'll mix in some sleet and even some freezing rain. Right now, it does not look like there's any worries for any freezing rain or glazing issues. We're not looking at that. It's just going to reduce the snowfall totals. But also we're looking at the possibility of some wet snow that will be probably in a narrow zone. Right now it looks to be in the southern four counties of Vermont. It could push north toward the Montpelier area, places like Addison County across into Orange County. This is all speculation this far out at this point in time, with the main event, again, not happening for a couple days yet. We're talking really during the overnight period, early Tuesday morning into basically through the day Tuesday. Before the system begins to exit, everything changes back to snow. The last flakes overnight probably falling on Tuesday night. For this weather brief, you're looking at the European model with the 06Z model on the left and the older last night's model from 00Z on the right. Those two different analysis. So this is how the models are shaping up. We do have a little bit of a flurry action that's working through, especially really central and southern Vermont. This is not as much in northern areas, but this is very weak and minutia. It works on out. Then we have another little kind of zippy weather system that's taking place during the day on Monday. You'll start to see a little bit of that snow start to work into the region. So this is how it shapes up. We get into the afternoon hours on Monday. This then falls apart. The latest 06Z model is a little bit less than what we had earlier on. So the models are fairly consistent overall. And notice that we have mixed precipitation types with more marginal temperatures, not that far off, really across southern parts of New England. Now, here comes the main event. This is valid about 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. This is 4 in the morning. We got 7 o'clock in the morning here. And note that still some pretty decent snowfall is working into the state of Vermont, moderate, almost heavy intensities. And we're looking at a lot of that affecting especially the northern Green Mountains, where I think the snowfall totals will be at their highest, probably approaching a foot in some of the mountains here, maybe even exceeding a foot. Down in the southern counties, you're going to see a reduced amounts due to the a warm layer that's going to kind of cause a mix. That mix is going to be in the form of sleet and even some spotty freezing rain. Some of that across southern parts of New England as well. So carrying the model a little bit forward here, the main action is going to be during the probably pre-daybreak dawn, continuing into the day on Tuesday, into probably about the early afternoon. And this is valid at 1 o'clock. Notice that mixing line gets just about into the Montpelier area, so areas from approximately Addison County roughly to about St. Johnsbury could see a little bit of a mix, but the primary area is really going to be the southern four counties of Vermont. And then that begins to pull away. This is valid at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you're looking at 7 o'clock in the evening, some lighter snowfall, deformation zone, a little bit of a wraparound, a little bit of a blustering northwest wind, mostly affecting the southern Green Mountains. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal. And just to back that up, we do have an easterly wind or northeasterly wind that will affect the southern Green Mountains. These are approaching thresholds, but not really worthwhile here. It's mainly going to be precipitation we're going to have to watch, and potentially significant snow across the northern areas with a little bit of a zone of wet snow. Something we'll take a close eye on. And again, by Wednesday, the system has cleared the region. And looking at the freezing rain possibilities here, This is on Sunday, so no real issues. Notice to the south of us, they do have a little bit of that freezing business. Now this is here we go. This is valid about 11Z. This would be 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. This is valid about 15Z or about 10 o'clock in the morning Tuesday. That's noon. And then 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and by that point in time, it's pretty much out of here. So a little bit of a spotty freezing rain in the southern counties of Vermont. Maybe some of that getting as far north as almost the Barre Montpelier area, a little bit into Orange County. Thanks for watching. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.